put that in there for me then? Please. Is baby moving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Been on the baby heart monitor today?
Yeah, and that's what keeps making her move.
So I tried a little scanner and then I couldn't.
Yeah. I know you've heard it, but we'll just listen to it here as well, if that's alright. Heart beating there. If I press too hard, just tell me, love, okay? Head is over here. A bit naughty, isn't she?
Yeah, she doesn't really so short.
She was fine for quite a few hours. And we were waiting on these delays to go and happen. Doctors to turn up that didn't turn up. Other doctors that promised they were going to do something and then didn't. We have been shelved so that the C-section happens. All the other procedures they didn't want to do, but we argued for them, and they worked. What didn't work is the scheduling. She should have been born yesterday when she was in that position.
Yeah.
She was in that position for hours because they did another scan on her and she was still there.
She was still there.
So, we were promised everything, waters to be broke and all that. Met the guys who were going to be doing it. Never saw them again. Ignored for about 2 hours when we asked what was going on.
Were they busy downstairs or something?
They claimed they were, but sitting there talking about latex and high heel shoes doesn't sound busy. And it's not a conversation we couldn't not hear because they're right opposite at the door. So I really don't think they were busy. I think they were scheduling. It's upsetting that we're doing this when we've done everything right to get away from the C-section. I mean, we've had to explain several times that the umbilical cord thing was, every time that was noted, is because she was holding on to a umbilical cord. But every time it wasn't apparent. If she wasn't, then was she?
No.
But the doctor seems to have a whole different opinion about that.
That's so annoying, isn't it?
We're getting doctors who are just making quotas. That's how it feels. I mean, I've been following the cases that are going on at Birmingham Hospital, and we're actually having a case to do with a member of staff there from the cleft palate team.
You're right, love. Yeah, she's just trekking around on it.
Yeah. I know it might be shocking, but we feel like there's been some lies that have been said about an operation that was falsely cancelled, but then covered up.
So you're going to put in a complaint?
Oh no, we've got lawyers and everything on the go.
Oh, do you mean here or do you mean in Birmingham?
That was Birmingham. But there was a doctor linked from here that's on that same stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Got a lot going on then, haven't you?
She went against other doctors' notes and medical information and went strictly on her opinion, which was influenced by someone else, which we've proven, but it's just not getting through.
So you're going through the motions?
We are going through the bigger courts. We're dealing with expenses we just can't afford. I've spent 2 inheritances dealing with this.
That's too much, isn't it? You know.
For the truth. That's the thing. It's about the truth.
Yeah.
And my son's well-being because of his cleft palate. He would have been on a different path of development for it.
So you've got a lot.
We've got evidence, let's put it this way. This evidence is more solid than a rock. So, yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that for you.
And it was surprising to find out over the Christmas period that a lot of the stuff were going into court over that time.
Really?
Yeah, and we're just interested if it's any of the ones we've dealt with.
Sorry, can I just... So the spine is on this side, okay? So the head is over here, and then the back's coming over there. see the spine down here.
She's done another somersault
how-
backwards.
Yeah, how tender is that if I go down there just to see what's sitting down there properly? Is that all right? Yeah. So there's her thigh bone coming up by her head, but her knees are against her chest, so she's a flexed breech at the minute. When I go up by the head, there's no feet up there. You can see her little knee all the time.
So I read these different breech ones, but I still cannot memorise them exactly.
Different types.
The flex one, is that one where she's...
If you're hugging your knees type thing.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
gonna make
she's
you walk.
bowling, basically.
Just playing the game there, isn't she? So, do you want a copy of the report or not?
Yeah, we're going to need all of this sort of stuff anyway.
Okay. So if you want to go back to your bed, so you're not waiting for me, I'll print the report off and I'll bring it down to you.
Thank
Is
you.
that all right? Yep. And I hope you get sorted. I'm sorry to hear you're going through.
I just wish it was just midwives dealing with this, because you guys have been very agreeable, and then when we mention about that plan being done, you're all like, that shouldn't have happened. But then when we tell a doctor, a different one, it's more like, well, let's just focus on getting you a C-section then. It feels like we're dealing with, what do you call them, cold callers who won't quit.
Right, yeah. God.
All the other procedures that we've had to go through, we argued for because they didn't want to do it. You see why we're considering a serious complaint.
Yeah. Stay by your bed as much as you can so that you're there when the doctor comes or somebody, or you can speak to somebody or whatever.
Yeah, we've asked to speak to someone from the legal department, and we got recommended someone on the nurses, midwives level of stuff.
For here?
She deals with the complaints. Yeah. So, but we haven't found it yet. She hasn't turned up yet. It was only just asked a couple of hours ago, so I'm not expecting somebody to drop out of somewhere to turn up.
Do you want that little do you want that little picture of the back of the head with the little ear, or not? Yeah.
An extra one.
That's why I can't see the face, because the ear is up. Yeah. So you go back to your bed, love. I hope you get sorted, and I'll drop the report around to Doctor you're sitting there.
She shouldn't have a quick move and she's ready to go.
I know,
The problem is they'll delay it again. Anyway, thank you.
We haven't been taking position at this time, it's like it's done well. It's written on the board 20 past 4, but it's actually 3. And then what's your name, darling?
I'll push it again because they're standing right there.
No, 19 or something. If not, if you didn't actually do it, you want to go back down, just come back down. They might be able to put you in, just do it. If you just do a few, it might settle. Yeah, don't be that you get stressed out. But she's not due, she's not on medication. Something like that.
Oh, sorry.